Snow Riders is the latest game in the Lonely Mountain series, following 2019's mountain biking game Downhill. This time, developers Megagon Industries are taking it to the snow. Released on the 21st of January 2025, Snow Riders is a third-person sports simulation game where you control a character skiing down gorgeous snowy mountain vistas. With the Highlands DLC pack releasing on the 30th of October 2025, we'll be taking a deeper dive into that as well. This game is beautiful, majestic, serene, a calming blank canvas of winter, all until you smash face first into a tree. That's when things get real. But I'm getting ahead of myself here. Let's look at our character. First up, we need to create our looks. We can customize body type and shape, skin tone, hair, or lack thereof, thank you, a magnificent beard, and we can even pick a voice. I'm more of a grunter myself. Some would call this guy a featureless blockhead, but I think he looks just like me. As you play more of this game, your level increases and you start to unlock some more cool stuff like clothing, emotes, and grabs. I really like the way this game looks. I do not mean this in a negative way, this game looks and feels like an old school Flash game, but with a graphical setting turned up way beyond what 2003 Stuart sitting in his IT class would think was possible, and with more actual playable content and scenery than poor old Internet Explorer 7 could handle. Windows XP is crying in the corner just thinking about this game. The gameplay of Lonely Mountain Snow Riders certainly passes the just one more go vibe check, so let's get into the game modes and see what there is to do. First up, we have the time trials. This is the main single player campaign. We start off at Tannerstein. There's only one run available at the start, but there's 4 to unlock. There are several other courses we can unlock along the way, with each one having 4 unique trails, and each one of those having 2 slopes, blue or black depending on your level. Each slope will have its own set of challenges. I like the way that these challenges are laid out, with one focus on speed, another focus on minimizing crashes, and a final third one which combines the two. Personally, I like the replayability of this, as I can do the first 2 individually, but that third one is slightly beyond my skill set for now. It's quite difficult. The game will test you with the camera angles and adaptive controls as the course winds around and you need to be more attentive of what's coming up. And when you do crash, it's a real test of patience, memory, and precision to get through unscathed. That being said, I do fall victim to getting impatient, ending up actually getting worse and crashing more often. Just don't play it like I play it. You will need to use all of your tools to your advantage, utilising spins through the gaps, grabbing your board for extra style, and making sure to appropriately use the jump mechanics to reach the other side in one piece. Approaching with speed, breaking into corners, and either dropping down or gliding depending on your jump distance. One misstep and bang, you're getting a face full of snowy rocks. I do love the ragdoll physics of this game, although it can get tiresome when you're trying to land the perfect jump off a shortcut and continually smash into the snow below. But when you do land it, it's oh so satisfying. There are a lot of different routes down the mountain, so make sure you're using the best one to get through in the most efficient time possible. I had a few attempts where the time seemed an almost impossible task, but with a few goes, it's very satisfying to reach the end. I spent the most amount of time playing this single player campaign, but there is a competitive multiplayer race mode and a more peaceful zen mode where you can explore the mountains at your leisure before tackling the time trials later on. Now let's look at the Highlands DLC. The big feature here is Ben Fiadine, a new lonely mountain with 4 trails and 2 slopes just like the others in the base game. There's new challenges which obviously I found to be a lot of fun, but they are a handful. They are very challenging but very rewarding. There's new rewards such as autumn clothing, medieval armor, and even kilts. This DLC has its own leaderboards and fully supports the multiplayer functionality of the game. Like I said, I really enjoyed what I've played of this DLC so far, and the incentives are going to make me come back for more. I really want those kilts. Even if it might mean getting a little drafty up there, I'm willing to take the risk. So would I recommend this game? Well, I played it for about 5 hours and the time absolutely flew by. It's very addictive, and by starting off the game with the Highlands DLC, there was instantly enough variety in the time trials to keep me busy. If you already own this game and you're wondering about whether the Highlands DLC is worth it, then you already know how addictive this game is. The Highlands DLC delivers more of the same relaxing yet challenging gameplay, but with more than just a few welcome additions in scenery, time trials, and cosmetics. It really is the perfect excuse to suit back up and explore a new mountain to master. For the very reasonable price of $25 on Xbox and even less with Game Pass, I can safely say that I'll be getting my money's worth out of this game. The Highlands DLC is an extra $8 and it definitely feels worth it. I would suggest that you look out for the bundle deals though. At the time of this video's release, there's a great bundle on Steam which includes the game, previous Lonely Mountains game Downhill, and the extra DLC for about 42% off the total. So shop around. Just put a jacket on, it's cold out there.